Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with metal bands and their original drummers, like Sabbath and Bill Ward, Slayer and Dave Lombardo, and Slipknot without Joey Jordison, AC/DC without Phil Rudd. Thank you. I wasn't going to say that.
I think it's a drag that Bill Ward is not part of these final Sabbath shows. However, when people depart from groups, and his departure was many, many years ago, I know from experience that their departures happen for a reason, either for personality reasons, sometimes there's health reasons, and sometimes putting things back together today is never going to be the same as it was back then.
I love Ozzy and Geezer and Tony, and we're both huge Sabbath fans, but I mean, I understand if you can't go on without Bill for whatever reason, then whatever, understandable. But don't call it a reunion. Don't call it the original lineup if there's somebody missing.
Let me ask you a question. Can I interview you for a minute?
Sure.
Back in, 5-6 years ago when they reformed with Ronnie, would you rather them keep the name Black Sabbath, or were you okay with the name Heaven and Hell?
It should have been Black Sabbath.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was a lineup of Black Sabbath that existed.
And so if it can't come together and everybody really feel it in the room, either musically or just as a brotherhood, then it's better to leave it alone and let everybody have the memory of what was great back in a previous glory day. Don't taint that glory by trying to force a reunion to happen.
See, that pissed me off when they changed their name, because I love those Dio records with Sabbath. But
I'm just showing my shoes. I happen to be wearing Sabbath sneakers.
I don't really understand it because he was back for a while. I remember the Ozfest shows, a little over 10 years ago.
I mean, I love Bill Ward, and he should be there for, whatever. If there's physical reasons that he can't be there, then okay, that's understandable. But if it's strictly a financial thing, that's inexcusable.
Maybe things weren't perfect. I know the musical thing has been brought up. Can he still play like he used to? Well, no, he doesn't have to play like he used to, as long as it still feels like Black Sabbath. And at least at that time, it did.
Bill Ward swings, man. He was, I've been in Sabbath mode the last few weeks, learning and studying and listening and playing bass to that stuff. I'm picking up things that I never picked up before that Bill Ward's doing. It's like, shit, man, this dude's no joke, man. He's a jazz drummer He's a jazz drummer in a hard rock band, and he's doing things, which is amazing. That can't be replicated because it's all feel.
Yeah, as long as it could be played at least on that level, then he should be there. If not, and we'll never know this, then I, just purely on a musical level, I could understand.
For me, would I like to see Bill there? Absolutely, but I'm a huge, huge Sabbath fan. So if I'm up front watching Tony and Geezer, I'm cool. So.
Yeah, I mean, three out of 4 is better than none, but we'd love to see 4 out of 4. What's up? This is Mike Portnoy.
This is Alex Skolnick.
I'm David Ellefson.
Mark Menghi.
And we are
Metal Allegiance.
Subscribe to Louder Noise.
The loudest noise on the planet.